Bam! It's time for a review. Alright folks, today we're going to be looking at this skeleton soldier. These are 6-inch-ish, I suppose. I guess we'll find out in a little bit. Skeletons from, you can get them from, AliExpress in China, but they're also on Amazon too. Go ahead and take a look here, and you'll see how much I paid for them. Not too shabby. So this is the box here. It has DIY movement, so you got to do that stuff yourself. They're not messing around. This one's for 6+. Pretty cool. Check out the sides. Here's the back. Now this particular pack here contains one of each of these colors that you see here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these together, and you got to build them. So this will be pretty cool. I want to see what they look like for this Spooktober. Happy Spooktober, everyone. I should have started off with that. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy open for a mid-unboxing. Alright, inside of the box for the mid-box opening, as I throw everything, they were packaged in little boxes inside. That's kind of cool. You can get a nice shot there of them. Skeleton soldier. So that's those. I kind of really like the red ones myself. I might try to dye these at one point in time. If you want me to dye them, go ahead and put down in the comments. And then there's these two as well. Different color options. Alright, I'm going to bust one of these bad boys open and start building. Be right back. Here's what you get inside the box. You just got a bag with all the, the pieces and the accessories in there. Skeleton, head, legs, arms, etc. And you got instructions. So I'm pretty sure this is the instruction that I'm going to use. I'm just going to put this guy together. Be right back. Bam! And here we go. All right, I got 3 of them built at this point in time, and I figured I would kind of show them off. So here's the silver boy. Pretty cool. The only problem I can see is with the head. The head's there. You see that? It's very hard to get that to completely connect on the head. Has some articulation in the jaw, which is nice. These metallic ones are a little, I don't know, like they've got like spikes on them and stuff that just like sticks into your fingers. That kind of sucks. But they got some pretty good articulation. See the arms move. He can wave at you. Hey, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? I'm dead. You got some good articulation there. Pretty cool. They all come with this spear weapon here. I have a couple other ones as well. I'm not going to use them all. Pretty, not too shabby. So here's the silver one. I'm not a fan of the silver one. I kind of like the gold one. He's pretty cool looking. Again, he's got that head problem. But it took me a minute to get the right configuration for the arms. Once you get that right configuration, the instructions don't help too much, unfortunately. It becomes a lot easier. And then the white one is nice because he doesn't have, his head has that problem as well. It just will not connect. But he doesn't seem to have the little spiky bits. Like the metallic ones have, little bits of paint that are flaking off and all that stuff. And little spiky bits that, kind of hurt. Another problem, as we just see, is that the feet, they don't connect very well. Alright, let's get the other ones built, and we'll be right back. Alright, so here's the next 3. Alright, at first glance, it appears to me that these non-metallic ones are much better. This guy is non-metallic. He's not painted with metallic colors, right? He's just painted with just like black, bone-like color. They feel so much better to touch. They don't poke you. The metallic ones back there, the silver and the gold, man, they suck. So I would avoid those and, get these bad boys. They look really cool. This red guy is amazing. He's in a cool pose. Check him out. He's like molten. So cool. And he doesn't hurt my hands. In general, hurting the hands is the message of the day here, because putting these things together It really does hurt the hands. But these non-metallic ones are really nice. The metallic ones suck. It's like, you know, putting this paint on there. I would imagine it's going to chip off. It chips in certain sections. I would just avoid the metallic ones. Stick to the non-metallics. Alright, so there they are. That's all 6 of the skeleton soldiers straight from China. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's do a little bit of a size comparison. I'll be right back. These bad boys clock in at about 5.5 inches. Something like that. Alright, let's do a size comparison. Bam! Alright, they are much shorter than your average G.I. Joe Classified. This is an eel for size comparison. Much shorter than 6-inch action figures. May not work so well. Bam! Alright, your standard 3.75-inch action figure. This is a more modern G.I. Joe. They are much bigger. So if you're doing something with some giants, perhaps, this would work for 3.75-inch. That's not too bad. Bam! Alright, there's old Flipboard. Look at him. Alright, so these skeletons kind of line up nice with the 5.5-inch Masterverse, or Origins line. Pretty good. Not too bad there. Not too shabby. Alright, time for something a little different. Bam! This is a Star Wars Black Series. Again, this is another 6-inch action figure, so they are much taller than these guys. I kind of wish that the legs were a little bit longer here. Like, they would have given us, you know, try and get this guy up a little bit. I mean, you can do some tricks of the camera to get him a little bit taller, but that's kind of a shame that he's so short, because he kind of like, he doesn't really fit for 6-inch, and for 3.75-inch usage, he's kind of massive. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this one. I'm going to go ahead and do some pictures after this, so stay tuned for those, but let's go ahead and tee up a rating. Alright, as far as engineering is concerned, paint applications, articulation, etc., I'm going to go ahead and give this a thumbs up. You know, for this price point, it's not too bad. Nice and cheap. I got 6 guys. Alright, let's move right along. We're going to affordability. Alright, you saw how much I paid for this earlier? Like $16 for 6 dudes. So, I mean, that's pretty affordable there. I'm going to go ahead and give it another thumbs up. One thing I would recommend, though, is try and stay away from the metallic ones. The metallic ones are definitely not, you know, they're not as cool. If you could just get, like, all of the red or all of the, you know, the black and white version or even the green, they look wicked. The white one, you know, he's kind of whatever, but he'd be a nice canvas for painting. So there is that. But, you know, if you could get, I lost his foot at some point. It doesn't matter. He's a skeleton man. But if you could get 6 of like the red one, I would definitely recommend. Or 3 of the red, 3 of the green, or something like that. I would definitely recommend. All right, overall, I mean, it's pretty easy. It's a thumbs up on this one. This is great for Spooktober. These would look great in shots with other lines. You know, have some G.I. Joes blasting these guys away. Really cool. All right, that's it for this one. This has been a BAM review. I am BAM. I review toys on YouTube such as Skeleton Soldier straight from China, MOTU, G.I. Joe, Modern, Classic, Transformers. I do hauls, eBay hauls, big bad toy store hauls, and other things. But for now, this has been a BAM review. I am BAM, and I'm out.